Children's Home and Aid puts families at the center of everything we do. Our programs empower children and families to build on their strengths and learn new skills that promote everyone's well-being. We offer a mix of tools and resources for families and meet in the places that work best for them, whether that be in the home, in the classroom, or in the community. We believe equitable systems and intentional collaboration are the cornerstones for healthy, strong families, but we know ongoing barriers prevent many children and families from reaching their full potential. That is especially true for Black and Brown communities. As an organization, we are adapting to ensure that our strategies and solutions are informed by families and rooted in the current reality of the challenges they face. Our goal is to bridge a path to a future where all children and families, regardless of race or zip code, have the same opportunities to thrive. This transformational work isn't always easy, but it is necessary, and it is possible with the support of compassionate organizations and individuals like you. Hello, my name is Mike Shaver. Welcome to the Women's Board 101st Annual September Gala, honoring our past, ensuring a bright future. As the CEO of Children's Home and Aid, I have the privilege of working with amazing, dedicated staff and countless individuals, partners, and supporters like you who are deeply invested in walking side by side with families and communities. I know that many of you are out there right now participating in the Gala virtually from your homes or at private events. Thank you for joining us. While we may not be able to connect this time in person as we have in past years, we are still united in spirit by our shared vision of a brighter, more equitable future for children and families. Hosted by our Women's Board, this incredible evening of advocacy has raised millions of dollars to support our organization's mission since its inception in 1920. With your help, we can increase access to quality early childhood education for all children and build a foundation for a lifetime of learning that will strengthen families and communities across Illinois. In a few moments, we will hear from partners, families, and staff about our vision. But first, I'd like to take a moment to thank Linda Campbell, our Women's Board President, and this year's Gala chairs, Carolyn Betstill and Elizabeth Stucker, and all Women's Board members for their role in helping us do more for children and families. I'd also like to acknowledge all the amazing sponsors of this year's Gala who have made our time together possible. As of August 25th, we'd like to thank our Gala host sponsor at the $25,000 level, ITW, our Gala Gold sponsors at the $10,000 level, and our Gala Bright sponsors at the $5,000 level. We also wouldn't be here today without the many corporate and community partners who stand with us in pursuing profound change and providing access to more resources for all children and families. Each year, the Pauline K. Palmer Award is given to a recipient who exhibits outstanding service to children and families as an advocate or volunteer. The award was named after Pauline K. Palmer, who became our first Women's Board President in 1920 and served as a trailblazing advocate for children and families' rights throughout her life. This year, we're honoring ITW for their tremendous contributions to shaping a brighter, more equitable future for thousands of children and families in Illinois who may not have otherwise had the chance to succeed. ITW has been a loyal partner to Children's Home and Aid, contributing over $800,000 to our programs through board participation, event sponsorships, program grants, and COVID-19 emergency relief. Together, we have been able to elevate our respective missions and deepen our work with children and families, from expanding early childhood opportunities to engaging directly in the community together. We are so grateful to ITW and their 50 years of partnership with Children's Home and Aid, and our Women's Board. Thank you for your support through the years, and we can't wait to see what the next chapter brings. And now, I'm pleased to present the Pauline K. Palmer Award to Tina Chan Gonzalez, Associate General Counsel for ITW and a member of the Board of Trustees at Children's Home and Aid since 2011. Tina, we appreciate your service and your support.
Thank you, Mike, for your kind introduction. Thank you to Children's Home and Aid, to the Women's Board for honoring ITW with the Service Award. Through the years, ITW has been so proud to partner with Children's Home and Aid, anchored by our shared goal of improving access to high-quality education for youth in underserved communities. Our organizations share a deep-rooted commitment to help children and families in need. Now more than ever, children and families are facing more barriers to education and vital learning experiences due to the pandemic, economic hardship, and systemic racism. We value our long-standing collaboration with Children's Home and Aid and our ongoing partnership in this critical work together to empower our communities. I have had the honor of serving on the Board of Trustees for the last 10 years, and time and again, I have been so humbled and in awe of the dedication and commitment of the leadership and staff of this incredible organization. On behalf of ITW, we are honored to be a sponsor of today's event and are excited to see what's ahead for our two organizations.
Thank you, Tina. We couldn't agree more, and are equally as excited to innovate together as we look to the future and deepen our support of families. And now, before we hear from our Women's Board President, Linda Campbell, and some of the families and staff in our early childhood education programs at Children's Home and Aid, please take a moment to consider making a donation to support this vital work.
Hello, my name is Linda Campbell. I am the current president of the Women's Board at Children's Home and Aid. You just heard a little bit about the agency's long history of making a difference for Illinois communities. For over 100 years, we have partnered closely with Children's Home and Aid and its mission to support children and families, with generations of women opening their hearts and responding to what families need most. Today, the Women's Board is dedicated to making sure all families have equal access to quality early childhood education, parenting support, and other critical services. The impact of our efforts can be seen at 3 of the agency's child and family centers. We know that access to high-quality early childhood education can transform and change life trajectories. The Women's Board stood alongside our parents and caregivers, helping to remove the barriers that might otherwise prevent these children from being able to learn. When everything felt uncertain and on shaky ground, the Women's Board came together to ensure kids in some of the hardest hit communities had flexible and safe options for early childhood education and connected families in crisis with critical resources and basic supplies to keep their homes running in tough times. Our Stock the Pantry fundraiser raised over $20,000 in monetary and in-kind donations, such as PPE, diapers, baby formula, toiletries, and other basic household items needed for the entire family to thrive. This year's Gala theme of honoring our past, ensuring a bright future, speaks to the unfailing pledge of partnership between the Women's Board and families that started so many years ago. And now I invite you to sit back and hear firsthand from some of our parents and agency leadership about early childhood education challenges and what is needed for the future.
COVID has affected me in several ways. I am a student practical nurse, so I have to go to school and I continuously work. So I do need dependable, consistent childcare. When Missy closed down, I was devastated. I'm at the cry. I was devastated. My support was completely gone. But when they reopened, I was so much happier. I lost people during this time, and I had to still go to work and I had to still go to school. And when they reopened, I was able to come back happily, and I had the support. The teachers out here are very, very supportive. I can talk to anybody here at any time, and I was just so happy and that I had someone to talk to, because I was surrounded by my kids every day. I love them, but I was surrounded by kids every day. I had to stay at home. I lost out on money. I was in jeopardy of losing my home. I just had bought. But coming back, being able to go to work was just so great to me. So it was very, very hard. But I pushed through it, and they're here, and it's open, and I'm happy.
Living in a country where the English is the first language, having you as a bilingual family home visitor is been very, very useful, but at the same time, a necessity that we have in our community. I feel more comfortable that when you come home, and I'll be able to speak with you in Spanish. That way I can talk to you more clearly, more open, and tell you exactly how I'm going through things or what are my necessities. It feels like that they think about us. Yes, I feel very welcome, like a welcome door to say, come here, we can receive you, and we can give you things so you can feel more in your nature, in your environment.
Our work is around family centering and strengthening. Early education is very important in order for a child to be successful later on in life. It's really looking at opportunities to have systems in place that does not favor one race or one socioeconomic status over another. Putting systems in place to where our curricula is reflective of the demographics that we are serving.
Hello, my name is Caroline Betzel. I'm co-chair of this year's Gala. It's been an honour to work with my fellow co-chair Elizabeth Stucker, our president Linda Campbell, and all the other Women's Board members that have worked so hard to make this year's fundraising efforts possible. This gala is such an important cornerstone of our fundraising efforts for early childhood education. It is truly inspiring to see the profound impact that early education can have on the lives of children. Creating a strong foundation for learning isn't always easy. As you've heard just now, many of our families and communities lack access to the same tools and opportunities that others have. This imbalance is what we're all working to address and change, with your help, so that quality education is available to all children in Illinois. By joining our gala, you understand how important it is that we continue to evolve our solutions and strategies as we look to support families in the ways that they need most.
While we have many accomplishments to honor from our past, there is so much more work we can do together today to ensure the brighter, more equitable future so that every child and family can thrive. It is in the spirit of generosity that I ask you to join us in this powerful journey. Each year, Children's Home and Aid partners with nearly 30,000 children and families in over 65 counties across Illinois. By donating today, you can help us develop more effective ways to address the ever-changing landscape of complex problems these families encounter daily. Thank you again to all of our transformative partners and sponsors who made today's events possible through their support, especially our host sponsor and 2021 recipient of the Pauline K. Palmer Award, ITW. I urge you to stand with us now by supporting us through the gala with a gift online. And we hope you will participate in our silent auction and fund a need giving opportunities to help us elevate and advance our early childhood education priorities and programs this year. Together we can make a difference for children and families living in Illinois.